Another day, another Juan Soto conversation. So do me a favor, if you love the Yankees, or even if you're just a baseball fan who's following this shabacle, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and comment down below on where you think Juan Soto is going to sign. So, a lot has come up within the past 24 hours about Soto. Let's start off with what Andy Martino heard. Now, whether you like Andy Martino or not, I think he's pretty damn good at his job. Martino has heard that both the Yankees and the Mets are all in on Soto. There's a feeling around baseball that the Blue Jays will end up offering Soto the most money, but people are unsure if he will even end up going there. I don't foresee him going to Toronto. Even if they do offer him the most money, I just have a hard time believing that. Vladimir Guerrero is not signed. The farm system is not very deep. I don't foresee Soto going there. But if there are opt-outs in that deal, which we all know the Yankees offered Soto a deal with opt-outs in it, if he doesn't like where he is, he can always just say, yo, I'm opting out. I'm testing again. So there is that. But why would Juan Soto want to waste any time somewhere if he knows, hey, this spot isn't really set up very well to win? I'm going to, pump the brakes on this and not go to that organization. At least comparatively to the other organizations who are in on Soto, I feel like the Blue Jays are the worst one out of the five, out of the Dodgers, Yankees, Mets, Red Sox. If I were to rank those teams from talent or ceiling, Toronto's fifth on my list. I'm sorry, that's just how it is. Also, Patrick Bet David has one of the top podcasts in the world. Over on his Twitter account, he put up a poll asking if Juan Soto is worth $700 million. Now, why is this important? Well, supposedly, according to him, he's a Yankees minority owner. Whether you want to call him a minority owner, whether you want to call him a stockholder, whatever it is. He's a high profile guy who has stake in the New York Yankees. And I'm sure if he says or makes a recommendation to somebody that it is considered. I would think, even if it's just a schmuck that cleans out the locker rooms, I'm sure he has some type of influence in some way that they at least just listen to what he has to say, okay? I'm not saying he runs the damn team. But he put up a poll asking if Juan Soto was worth $700 million. And there were people who were like yourself, maybe, saying no baseball player is worth that. Juan Soto certainly is not worth that. Can't field, can't run the bases well. He could hit, but Juan Soto is not worth $700 million. Well, in my opinion, Juan Soto, is he a good outfielder? Not really. He has a good arm, but that's about it. He has an okay arm. Is Juan Soto good on the bases? No. He's one of the worst in the league on the bases. Juan Soto is one of the best hitters in baseball. He's one of the best hitters I've ever seen, quite frankly. He's one of the best hitters I've ever seen. He struck out, I believe, 119 times and hit 40 home runs. It's very rare that you have a power hitter like him that doesn't strike out at a high clip. That's very rare. And he hit 288 last year and had almost 120 RBI in the freaking 2-hole for the Yankees. Career high 41 home runs, 129 walks. More walks than strikeouts, a 989 OPS. The kid's exceptional. An 8 WAR. He had an 8 WAR. I believe an 8 F-WAR. Fielding is calculated in that F-WAR. Juan Soto was so damn good offensively, his WAR was still incredibly high. One of the best in baseball. So there's a little food for thought there. Anywho, Patrick Bet David responded to some of the naysayers on X, saying that who's better than Juan Soto that can be picked up within the next 12 to 24 months. This is a Yankees minority owner that's saying this. That's interesting to me. Another very interesting opinion. Apparently he knows some people within the Yankee organization. A Yankees legacy premium season ticket holder, David Rifkin. Now, he's not a reporter. He's a huge Yankee fan like you and I. However, he might know a thing or two. He might have some friends within the organization, and apparently he does. Well, this is what he's been hearing. He's been hearing that Hal's ceiling is higher than expected, and his desire to keep Soto is as high as anyone's he's wanted to keep. He doesn't believe there is a walkaway number. I hope there isn't a walkaway number, especially for Juan Soto. John Heyman also thinks that a deal of 14 years, $630 million gets it done. If that's the case, Yankees do it tomorrow. He then said that any of the 5 teams interested have a realistic shot. There will be opt-outs within that deal. So if Soto decides he doesn't like a situation, he can always opt out. I said that earlier. If Soto decides that he does not like where he is, he can always opt out. So therefore, he could go get the most money and then say, hey, I'm going to opt out. I'm going to do it all over again. It obviously depends where these opt-outs are. John Heyman feels that a Soto decision could come to pass within the next week. John Morosi also said, according to his sources, he thinks that a deal could be done within the next 10 days. In my opinion, I think Juan Soto ends up in Yankee pinstripes. I don't think he's going to go anywhere else. This is just Boris using other teams as leverage. He's going to sign with the Yankees. I truly, truly believe that. If he ends up a New York Met, whatever. If he ends up a Blue Jay, I would be shocked if he ends up in Toronto. But Hal Steinbrenner, just judging by what he said recently to the media, how strong he spoke with the tone that he had, he's not going to lie down. He won't. And I'm telling you, he does not want to lose to Steve Cohen. He doesn't want to lose to him. That would be a tough pill to swallow at the end of the day, especially to your stockholders, to your other people within the organization. Imagine if you just lose Juan Soto, who's going to make you a ton of money. Look at the Dominican fan base of the Yankees. He's going to make the Yankees a bunch of money, a bunch. And the Yankees know this. Juan Soto knows that. So if the Yankees come back to him, and I feel like, in my opinion, with a very good offer, an offer that's a respectable one, and I think personally, with Cohen, for him, I think there's a limit for him. People might disagree, but there's a limit there. For Hal, I'm not sure. He wants to keep his guy. I really feel that in my heart of hearts. He wants to keep his guy, and I think Soto ends up remaining as a member of the New York Yankees.